skill players. I mean, they really are a phenomenal team. And I thought for parts, you know, we did that. We got stops. We just didn't get enough stops. And then obviously when you have 12 man downs, you know, in some combination, that's really a hard hill to get up in a battle like this with a short bench with 28 guys in the NCAA. So combination of those things probably were our undoing. All the credit goes to Stevenson, and obviously they're a talented team that will, you know, obviously probably have a shot at winning the whole thing this year, I would say. So,
questions for both Coach and Paul?
I mean, you guys did do a good job of limiting Daly without a goal, but then they come back and hurt you with Bartholomew, and they just have so many weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's when you prepare for them, you know, there's a fine line between preparation and over-preparation because you know they're skilled players. You have to be, you know, and you spend so much time getting ready for them that you don't prepare yourself. Yeah, they have skilled players at every position, you know, and you know, Jimmy is phenomenal. He's had a phenomenal year, you know, most likely the attackman of the year if I had a vote. And so he occupied John McSorley pretty much all day, who I think is, you know, one of the most outstanding defensemen in the country. But then other guys do their job as they're supposed to, and Neil and some of their other guys did their job and took up the slack, and so that's why they're as hard to beat as they are. So yeah.
Talk about how the transition game. You know, you guys pretty much did a good job in transition, but how did that play in this game?
You know, I mean, you watch them on film and you get ready for them. I mean, again, those attackmen, you know, Reed, who's in there now, and Jimmy and Neil. You know, Jimmy's great inside and behind and finishing, and Neil's got a bomb, and you know, you gotta figure out how you pick your poison. You know, but I thought we did a good job. We were, you know, prepared, I think, to try to slow down their transition, and you know, sometimes it's just a tick ball here and a knockdown here and slow them down and make them play 6v6, and you know, so we were fortunate in some situations, and I thought the guys did a pretty good job with that. So
you guys got down by 6 in the second quarter, or the third quarter, I mean, and then came back, and Paul, you were like a big part of that. So can you sort of talk about the offense, like continue to keep fighting in the second half?
Well, I mean, we didn't want to let down. I mean, this is all a game we really wanted. We had 2 big losses here last year. Getting matched up with Stevenson. I think a lot of people were a little bit nervous, didn't want that ranking, but I know me and a couple of the other guys were happy with the seed, and we came out ready to play, and I think we just had the momentum all the way through the game. Just, fortunately, it didn't turn out in our favor.
Yeah, just like third straight year here, and the penalties perhaps reflecting this is becoming a bit of a rivalry for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, you know, every NCAA game is like that. You know, I mean, maybe not to that extreme, but it's intense because the margin for error is so, you know, when you're down a goal, the clock feels like it's in fast forward. You know, when you're up a goal, the clock seems like it's standing still. You know, it can't move fast enough, and so that heightens everyone's intensity on both sides, and so the team that controls that the best throughout the 5-game or 4-game tournament games you have to play are the teams that usually win the NCAA championship. And so, you know, we'd like to go somewhere else next year, maybe, if the NCAA committee's listening, potentially. But we understand that, you know, we have to win more games in the regular season to do that, you know. And when you lose 3 one-goal games during the course of the year, you kind of know your fate when you're heading towards the end of the year. So, and that's not even, I don't want to skip steps by saying we're going to be, you know, we have to win our conference championship, obviously. But if anyone's listening, we'd happy to take a bus trip somewhere else, maybe, you know. Or stay at home. How about even stay at home? Let's get crazy and stay at home and play a couple games. So.
Any more questions, guys?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thanks, yeah.